What's up, guys? Yeah, I think I'm gonna title this like public service announcement or something funny. But I was hanging out with Odin. Shout out to Odin for showing me, or not showing me. He likes to read. He's also a man who's, I don't know, just been fights addiction, and he is homeless, and I don't know. I don't know. I really don't even know the guy, but he's out here. He knows a lot of these other people that live out here who are on drugs, who are homeless, and so he doesn't have phone. You know, he's an older man. He's like in his 60s, so he reads the newspaper, and any newspaper he gets his hand on, no matter what day it is. It's like he could read through the newspaper fairly quickly, you know, in a day or two, you know. So I got one from him, and I was reading this stuff, and I read a couple of these columns right here. It's pretty funny right here in this section of this magazine. There's advice. It's pretty funny how this was in Sunday, June 12th, 2022. So a couple days ago, and how this lady, she's a columnist. So she has a column in the newspaper, and people send in things for her to kind of go over, and but that's not even the reason why I wanted to do this video. Since it's summertime, and me being a father and knowing that my daughter's been around the pool, she wasn't even around the pool last year, and thank God she's okay. Thank God her family cares and keeps their eye on her, you know, and that means a lot to me, you know. And made me think about yesterday, because yesterday was Father's Day, and there were so many kids at the playground, man. I kind of lost her. There was like a little girl that looked exactly like her, was wearing the same thing from behind, had the same curly hair. And it was funny because that was the girl she was playing with in the beginning, but that family, that particular family of the little girl, had other like kids that other girl was more familiar with, like, you know, couples, they get together and the kids play together. That's pretty much what happened. And then she kind of forgot about Halloween. I think Halloween kind of felt that. Which you're about to be 4, because you're about 3 years and about 8.5, 9 months. Your birthday is September 18th, so right now is June 18th. Your birthday's in 3 months, so just reference when you watch this video later on in life, you can know, you know. But horoscope, moon alert. There are no restrictions to shopping or important. Okay, I was reading the horoscope. So, and then anyway, so about this, I'll read that part at the end about advice for parents. That's what wanted me to read this. But I'll read this part that I read. I want to talk about that columnist. Like, I'll tell you guys right now. So this one's called. Look at this advice portion of the newspaper. Boyfriend's true colors emerge. So she titled this part of her column, Boyfriend's True Colors Emerge. And this is by Dear Abby, the columnist from, I guess, this magazine. You could contact her at dearabby.com. Contact Dear, D-E-A-R, Abby, A-B-B-Y, at dearabby.com. I don't want to sound like a fucking voicemail. You know what I mean? It's right there. Contact Dear Abby at dearabby.com for any ladies that watch this and want to get some advice. So, Dear Abby, I was married for 16 years and I'm finalizing. I thought it was going to be finally, but it was finalizing. So she said, I was married for 16 years and I'm finalizing the divorce. I decided to start dating again and found a really nice guy with a wonderful personality. So she hasn't been single for a while. That's one thing. I'm attracted to him, although I never thought I would love again. He's my age and has a kid. We talked for 6 months, after which he moved in. We have been living together for more than a year now. So he has a kid. Doesn't say the age. So things were perfect until I found out he has been talking sexually to other women online and met 2 women during our relationship. And met 2 women? That guy sounds like he just should be single, really. He insists they are just friends and nothing more. Now he's saying I'm not his girlfriend and never have been. what? Oh, now he's throwing it in her face like, oh, well, we've been equal on the rent. You know what I mean? He insists they are just friends and nothing more. Now he's saying I'm not his girlfriend and never have been. What am I then? She asked Abby. I asked one of his friends, and they told me he is sexually with all women. Okay, I asked one of his friends, and they told me he is sexual with all women. He is just a playful guy. Depending upon if that's your boy before you ever met her, don't say shit to that girl. You respect her as your homie's wife, you know, that's it. But it depends what context. He might have just said, man, relax, like he's sexual with everybody. But the thing is, if you guys live together, it should have been clear to that girl specifically, it should have been clear communication that it's her fault. She can't blame it on him, you know. She's gonna be sad, want to blame it on him, but she should have So she says nothing about that guy. He wasn't in a marriage. He wasn't divorced. It's like, what the hell? Where you at, girl? I'll tell you straight up, we can have sex with girls together. Come on, I'll keep trying to talk you into it till you know, you give in, but god damn. But he felt entitled to mess around because he didn't need her. He's probably a guy that has a job, likes to keep himself looking good, you know, probably keeps his car clean. He's a Rico Suave type of dude, you know. When I told him I knew he had kissed one of them, he said it was because he just wanted to know if anything was there. Which is like, okay, so you were trying to see how far you could get with her, or you were trying to see within yourself you were attracted to her? That don't make no sense. I've never done that to anyone. She says, that's what she says. I've never done that to anyone. Meaning, I guess she's never done what he did. So I have 20% on my phone. I'm trying to hurry up. So then she says this, he lied about meeting the girls and about being on a dating site, and he's still sexting. I fell in love with him, but he doesn't say it back to me. Wow, I feel sorry for this girl. She says, I fell in love with him, but he doesn't say it back to me. What about showing it? I'll tell you I love you all day, baby. Where you at? I'll never do none of that, baby. Just don't kick me out. I'll live there. I'll play Madden all day. Should we separate and just be friends, or try to work on the relationship? Should we separate and tell him to move out? Oh, I don't know what she's thinking, man. Should we separate and just be friends, or try to work on the relationship? He told me that his whole life women ghost him or go back to their exes. He has been hurt by a lot of them. I need advice. No, that doesn't sound like her. It sounds like he's actually knows how to like pick the ones that are. He had you living with him and paying half the fucking rent. There's women out here that are fucking not doing shit, and the dude's taking care of them. You know what I'm saying? And like, and he's sexting, and you're asking this girl on a fucking newspaper, and he's probably old as fuck. He's probably like 50, huh? Girl, I'm 31, baby. What's poppin'? Because Abby looks a little older, and it seems like only her peers, or maybe people that were older than her when she was popping at the time, some old ass fools, you know? Because Abby right here, she's like probably the first. She's a trailblazer of all these famous internet people. She's pre-internet fame, you know. She has that little lesbian haircut too, low-key. Like, shout out to, I didn't say nothing mean, but you know that short hair, she probably might be bisexual, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. She probably had a lot of men, maybe, you know, having all that power and stuff, but maybe not. I could totally be getting it wrong, but that's talking about the columnist. But talking back to that lady, you know, like, damn, she I don't know, man. I'm just tripping out. I'm tripping out on it. He was a ladies dude. While he was with you, you kissed a girl? God damn. And he sexting too? That fool's because obviously if he was talking sexual to girls, one, he's bold, but usually you don't do that until you already like went on a date and she's kissing you and stuff already, or like something like that. And he's a Mac, you know. I ain't hating on that for sure. But he has been hurt by a lot of them. Oh, I'm not saying it ain't true, but so this is what dear Abby says. She says, "Dear letdown." I don't know. She calls the girl letdown. Your roommate. It's funny. She says that's a roommate. That's not your man. Your roommate is not a nice guy. He's a player who hasn't been honest with you. Be glad his friend clued you into what he really been going on while he has been living with you. Because you know he's a player. Make an appointment with your doctor to be tested for STDs and tell him the games are over and you want him out of your place immediately. Hey, Abby's cutting to the chase. That sounds like someone been hurt by a man, maybe, but also just cutting to the chase. Like, bro, that's your roommate. He's not taking you serious. And, you know, make sure you ain't dirty from that motherfucker. Which, gotta be careful, man. So, not every woman is sexual. And some of those women that aren't really, sometimes aren't the most sexual because they're fucking innocent. And while their parents are telling them not to fucking do shit, they're on the internet behind their back, glamorizing this lifestyle. So all these people move from a different state. You know how many people are moving back to their home state? Because they're like, what the fuck? I'm not built for this shit. I'm in LA with all these fucking creepy people. They gotta be a certain way, you know? So, but some get lost out here. But that sounds like that situation where she just fucking, you know, you gotta be careful. You go out and give somebody an STD, they don't know how to take it. Their life's over. They might die. They might kill themselves. They might hurt you, you know? Or they might run to their family because they're so scared, you know, and their family fucking is out for you now. Just be careful how you treat women. This guy's obviously being a player, and there's gonna come a time where he tries to play the wrong lady, you know? I don't advise you to lead a woman on to try to use her and still want to fuck around. You could really get in trouble for that. A lot of people are doing shit that they're not really built like that, but they don't have no life experience. Okay, so dear letdown. Oh, we already read that. So okay, so she does like two different scenarios. So another person. My husband and I have been married for 2 years. This one's pretty cool, Loki. Not cool, but this one's pretty like a difficult situation, honestly. But dear Abby, my husband and I have been married for 2 years. Only 2 years, so she's kind of new, Loki. Which is difficult, you know. She got herself in a difficult situation because look at. So he was married for 27 years previously to a woman who died 6 months before we met. Girl, you should have just, what the fuck? You sound stupid, girl. But you might have not came from nothing. You met this man who had it all. Was a husband for 27 years, you know. You know, and you feel equipped for the job. You know, you were a wife for many years because she says this. Look, he was married 27 years, died 6 months before he met. He has an adult stepdaughter. I thought she was married too before. See, that's the thing. I mean, it's. I don't know. Like, what does that man do, man? It's so difficult for him, you know, for the man because he just wanted to be with one woman. Then she dies, but he still has life left in him, you know. And then he meets another woman, only 6 months after. So I don't know. Her shame level or her acceptance and resistance to, you know, the gossip, you know, or those conversations of his daughters and even a stepdaughter, as you're gonna see. So he has an adult stepdaughter he raised and considered his daughter. Also, his wife already had a kid before he married her. He has biological children with whom I have a good relationship, and they like me. So that's a stepdaughter, but those are his kids are her half kids, you know, or her half brothers and sisters. And they like me, so his biological kids like her. However, the stepdaughter doesn't like me at all, and she's very rude to me. Oh, so because she felt like, I don't know, I guess she just kind of like, if her siblings, she feels maybe she's defensive of her mom, you know. His family invites her to family functions all the time. Well, yeah, I mean, what the fuck? My husband keeps saying to her, give her a break because her mother died. I have never been anything but nice to her. My husband and I argue constantly about her. I have asked not to be around her. Is it rude of me not to go to his family function if she's going to be there? She makes it very uncomfortable for me. So dear bothered, do not cut off your nose to spite your face. Go to the family functions. Like, it seems like you have a good guy that's willing to love you and take care of you and be good to you. And don't run away, pretty much. That's a tough situation, though. Because you have daughters and you have this stepdaughter, but then you meet a girl. You meet a woman, you know. But you get kind of, I mean, yeah, it's 6 months old. I'll be talking, 6 months my mom dies, he's already with somebody, or maybe she even brought it up to him, or maybe she acts weird because she hasn't brought it up to her stepfather that she sees as a father, you know. It's communication's key, you know. And then, I don't know, honestly, this lady right here, dear Abby, you didn't give enough advice, but this lady needs to feel obligated to just be herself, suck that shit up. You know, the stepdaughter giving you those bad vibes, suck that shit up, and feel obligated that that's your job, you know. You got to be understanding. 6 months, you can't blame her. You know what I'm saying? Got a motherfucker gonna bother me right now. What's up, man?
Is this you? Is your fucking banana all over? Is that signaling to your friends?
Swimming safety.
Oh my god.
Oh, the creep of the neighborhood.
What are you doing? You're recording yourself?
Yeah, that's what I do, man.
Huh?
My chest here too. Little nipple.
Is that it? Wait a minute. And you got an Amani shirt on?
Yeah, I just got hired, man.
You did not.
Yeah, plumber. I'm on. You guys got a new job?
No, you didn't. If you got a new job, you're not gonna be wearing this shirt. Oh my god. Oh, you're squirting milk. You're lactating all over.
I do. You want to see it?
No, I don't. What I want to know is, I made extra coffee this morning.
You didn't bring it.
Do I look like a waiter? I said I would have coffee over there.
Not to say it like that, but I assumed you were gonna bring it.
You know what they say about ass?
Because you know when you came, I didn't get out till like another 2 hours after that.
I don't know when you got up. I just know.
So by then I was like, I just thought it wasn't gonna come.
I thought you were tired of fucking working it all night. You know, getting a lot of action over here. Pretty sure.
I can run on empty, baby.
Yeah, I know you can. Anyway, I'm thinking about. I got that jack over there.
Let me finish this. I'll talk to you right now.
Well, there's shade over there, so all I'm saying, I'm gonna be doing something dangerous. So I was willing to buy some beer, and you guys can sit over there in the shade and just spot me. You don't have to do shit.
Yes.
Just make sure I don't die.
How long?
I don't know. I'll go get beer, and then.
I don't want a beer.
You don't want no beer? I'll get soda, whatever you want.
I'm down for a coffee.
Still,
or a beer later. No, you don't have to go to the store right now. Just give me, because I have to.
All right,
I'm not even to the point of the video I wanted to get to.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, no. Don't show that guy over there.
Now my fingerprints are all over your wallet.
It's all right, man.
Looks like you got a lot of money, don't you? What? Are those all hundreds? They are, huh?
Right. Oh, dude. If any of that shit's missing.
That's what you are.
If anything's missing, both you two will be missing.
Oh, there's something missing, all right. Your fucking respect.
I'm totally
even suggesting that.
I'm totally kidding, man.
I'm totally not. All right, I'm gonna.
Bro, you're like 100. I've already known you for 6 months. You have 99 years of history I don't know about you, man. I'd rather live like thinking that way than any other way. So this one's called Hints from Heloise. Is this also? No, this is Hints from Heloise. So this is not Dear Abby, this is Heloise. Let me see, want to see her? Right there, Heloise. Swimming safety is essential. And this one is actually the reason why I wanted to make this video, which I'm gonna try to do within 10 minutes. Because this is, I just want you guys to know that I care about children and the safety of them, and also hopefully baby mama hears this part of it. Gotta be careful. And she also gives some good facts about things too. So dear Heloise, nearly 7 years ago I lost my son in a boating accident. He was only 5 years old and didn't know how to swim. I always thought I'd enroll him in a swimming class when he got a little older. My ex took him out for a boat ride on the lake, and although he had on a life jacket, it wasn't fastened in front, and he slipped out of it when he fell out of the boat. In only a matter of minutes, he was gone forever. I wonder if she was with him at the time he died, though. I can't stress enough how important it is for a child to learn this valuable skill of swimming. This valuable skill, I added, of swimming. If my son had known how to swim, he might have survived. I've since learned that even infants can be taught how to swim. It's wonderful exercise, and you never know when it might come in handy. I would urge every parent to see to it that their child is taught to swim and to not be afraid of water. Laura S. Waukesha, Wisconsin. Also, I like the way Heloise has her little column, and she just puts what she wants to put. You know, she has her little square. She puts what she wants. And this is called Hints from Heloise. That's why I like to share it, because she does give us some advice. That's why I like it. So, dear Laura, swimming is an easy skill to learn. Oh, she gives a comment back. It's cool. And everyone should know how to swim. If nothing else, a swimmer can be taught how to float or do a backstroke if they become tired while swimming. Knowing how to swim has saved many lives, including my own. Oh, she responded to that because of Heloise, of her own personal history. So then Heloise says this: Dear readers, things your child should know before entering kindergarten. Dear readers, things your child should know before entering kindergarten. This is so good because my kid's 4. Your child should know their full name, their address, and home number, or phone number, like their mom's number, and how to make a phone call, the names of colors to describe things, and how and when to say please and thank you, how to dress themselves, tie their shoelaces, and comb their hair. I feel like the last parts is kind of good to do, but you know, in worst case scenarios, it's good to know their full name and how to maybe use a phone and dial 911 for sure. And names of colors so they could describe situation. I'm just thinking like the worst possible scenario as a parent. So, dear Heloise, with summer comes camping. With summer comes camping. For my family, we love getting out to enjoy outdoors, cooking over a campfire, and hiking. The only problem is that we need to clean our sleeping bags. What should I do to get them clean? Dear Lisa, first look at the directions on the label that should be attached to your sleeping bag. Follow the manufacturer recommendations. Most bags can be washed, and if your sleeping bag is one of those, use warm water on gentle cycle. You will probably have to use a spin cycle twice. Get all the excess water out. One of the best ways to dry your sleeping bag is to unzip it and spread it out on the patio or clothesline and let it dry in the sun. Have fun camping. I find it so funny, like, this is like pre-YouTube. You know what I mean? The technique is pre-YouTube, so it's just very interesting to me, and I love it. You know, she's obviously had her platform so long that it's still sustainable, and you know, I find it beautiful. You know, dear Heloise, I had a dripping faucet, and although my dad said he could fix it, he couldn't get to my place until the weekend. The dripping was driving me crazy, so I tried one of your suggestions. I tied a string around the faucet and got the water to run down the string and into the drain. At least I didn't have to listen to a dripping faucet for 3 days. I guess that really bothers people. But that sounds like a woman thing, you know. If your husband's not around, you don't have a man, you have a dripping faucet, you know, run the water down. Or even if you have like a faucet that comes out too strong because you don't have like some sort of aerator, which makes the water come out, and it's coming out too fast when you turn it on, you could tie a rag around it. Or if you have a leak around it, you just tie a rag and it'll leak down when you use it, as opposed to squirting to the side or too far up. You know, because some leaks will squirt out like a you know, a water gun or something. So just tie a rag around it, you know, it'll just run straight down to the sink. It'll follow the path of the rag. You know what I mean? So shout out to Heloise, beautiful Heloise. You can write to Heloise right here. Write to Heloise at P.O. Box. She's from San Antonio. She looks hella beautiful. It's funny, she takes a picture with her wedding ring. That's like pretty respectable, to be honest with you. Very professional. And then we had What else do we have? I'm not sure. Oh, shout out! I have a song called "Number 2 Wins," and I put a video before. I used the same lyrics, and I had put out like one audio, but it had 2 different beats on it. It was like 2 songs, but I used the same lyrics for each song, and obviously with the different tempo of sound, it came out differently, right? And my personal was the second instrumental on that same video I put out. So I ended up just uploading that part of the song because it was the second half of the song, and I don't know, I don't want to have to listen to the whole video before I could get to that middle. I'd rather have its own video, you know. And I got 25 views, man. Somebody likes it or something, because I didn't listen to it 25 times. I listened to it multiple times, like on my own, you know, my own phone, you know, my own download on my phone, you know, in the file that I have all my songs in. But I didn't listen to it 25 times on YouTube unless I fell asleep and it kept playing or something. I was like, 25 views? No fucking way. All my songs either get 1 view. Shout out to my one loyal fan. If it's a fan, I don't know. Maybe it's just my friends or something, but you know, we're all trying to make it, so can't expect the world to be happy for you, you know. You have to ignore all that stuff and just fine-tune your own self. But anyway, y'all, thanks for listening to this part. But shout out to the 25 views of that song called "Number 2 Wins." Awesome. Happy Father's Day to everybody, and happy Mom's Day. I was at the park yesterday. There was a lot of single moms at the park, and it was funny because I was right there with my kid, and I looked like a single dad, right? Like, I started going to play basketball. You know, it took a while because I had to keep an eye on my kid, but I started to go play basketball. Sure enough, all these young cats, young men, even like little boys, like there was like a bunch of little boys actually. It was super cool, you know. They see me as a leader or something, so they see me get on the court and see me playing basketball, and we ended up playing like a 4-on-4. We almost played 5-on-5, but I don't like. There were like I was obviously I'm a grown man strength, you know, and I'm in my prime right now, 31. Like, I wasn't gonna press to play 5v5 with a bunch of little kids. They would have loved to play, but and then another like I don't know, maybe he's still in high school, but he's a friend of mine. I've seen him there multiple times at that playground. He's actually pretty skilled, and we played 1-on-1 twice. He beat me both times. I had my Crocs on, so I kind of blame it on that. I ain't gonna lie, but then we played 4-on-4. It was cool, and but I noticed the kids, you know, they look up to me, man. You know, looking now like some of them probably didn't have no fucking dad or something. Yeah. Makes me think about my nephew, you know. I didn't check in on him actually. I'm gonna text his grandma. It's been a while since I even spoke to them. I had a good weekend with my daughter, man, and I see my little bro and my mom and my brother's girlfriend, Kayla. Shout out to Kayla, my brother Rich. I seen my dad, my stepdad Jess. They were sipping, so they were in good vibes. When I seen them, they made me a plate of some food like steak and. They made some steak and mashed potatoes. It was cool, man. It was cool. And it's pretty hot. I gotta take a shit, but peace, yo.